Hello, welcome back to the one. My name is Beast, and today we had to skip so much. Jesus. Also, we'll be starting with Multi's route. Just to like... since it shows the date. We are literally already in the time frame that the second to last Serika route video was taking place in. It's fucking wild, man. Anyways, actually, I started playing this to Elysium, but like, suddenly thinking about it, what would people be interested in me playing that on the channel? Actually, now that I think about it, I should probably ask people that. Don't worry, I haven't gotten that far. I've been knocked out by a racial supremacist. Anyways, but yeah, this is where the skipping stopped. Once she approaches my seat during break time. I don't really know why, but inside of the clear bag he gave me is a lucky charm.
先日うちの両親が旅行行った時のお土産にって。
Thank you.
Also, for some reason, in order to get onto Multi's route, the game tells you to pick like fucking 5 different Lemmy options. Very confusing. It's a lucky charm and a red pouch with a bell attached to it.
厄除けのお守りだから怪我なんかの災難から守ってくれるんじゃない？
厄除けか。あ、そういえば俺確か別の厄除け持ってたぞ。いいのか？
いいんじゃない？あればあるほどご利益も増えるよ、きっと。
本当かよ。
なら誰かにあげればいいよ。
そうだな。じゃあ、あかりのやつにでもくれてやるか。
あかりちゃんにはもうあげたよ。しほにもさっき。
なんだ、しっかりレディーファーストかよ。
そういうわけじゃないけど。
Should have given this to then. Protection from injuries and other accidents, huh? That means I should give it to someone who's always clumsy and likely to injure themselves. Who do I know who's likely to get injured? Probably Lemmy and Multi. They're both scatterbrained and clumsy. Who should I give the charm to? Well, Multi. Okay. It seems some of these scenes are like, hey, you can pivot if you want to. I'm not gonna. I'm actually curious if the routes change depending on that. That'd be actually interesting to say. Huh. Anyways. Yeah. Multi's the more scatterbrained one. I'll give it to Multi. Just happened to bump into Multi in the first floor hallway.
ちょうどいいところであったな。
何ですか？
実はお前に渡したいものがあってな。
Reach into my pocket and take out the lucky charm I got from Masashi and give it to Multi.
お守りだよ。事故とか怪我から守ってくれるってさ。マルチにやるよ。ほら、マルチはおっちょこちょいだから、転んで怪我とかしないようにな。マルチはいい子だから。きっと神様も普段より多めに守ってくれるぜ。
I smile and place my hand on Multi's head after a couple of pats.
ひろゆきさん、こんなに親切にしていただいてありがとうございます。
そんな大げさなもんじゃねえって。だいたいお守りよりも自分自身を大切にしてくれよな。
Surprised to see her be so happy about it. I'm glad I gave it to Multi. By the way, I also already saw someone on the character select screen while skipping. You probably know who I'm referring to. This direction. Very often with her is it like IS tells it like spawns you facing this way, but multi is this way. I don't know why that specifically is a thing in this route. Spawn multi in the hallway. Oh, whoops. It's that. Oh yeah, that's the he hides in the classroom and she starts crying. There was something as small as this. God, I don't know why, but I've been sleeping terribly for like almost a fucking week at this point. I don't know why. Fifth period break. Fifth period break.
ちょっといいか？はい。実はちょっと質問があるんだけどさ。
質問ですか？
あ
あ。
さっきの時間、ふとある疑問が浮かんでな。どうしてもそれが気になっちまって。
なんでしょう？
マルチの体のことなんだ。
私の体ですか？
うん。マルチってさ、確か可能な限り人間に似せて作られてんだろ？はい。ということは、普段は目に見えないようなところもリアルに再現されてると思うんだ。
はい、多分。
でな、質問なんだけど。はい。
I don't like where this is going.
マルチのさ、
I whisper.
その下ってどうなってるんだ？どうしても知りたいんだよ。マルチがどこまで本当の人間っぽいのかってさ。でもなあどうなってんだ？
それは
教えろよ。な、頼む。わか
りました。本当は緑に口にしちゃいけないことなんですけど、他ならぬひろゆきさんの頼みですし。
話せるぜマルチ。で、どうなってるんだ？人間の
旗と。
本当か？
Nod. Multi gives a little nod.
マルチ。俺見てみたい。
It's the ears! Talking about the ears! Yep. He's talking about the ears. 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 He's fucking talking about the ears. You know, I expected that to, like, have a little bit more structural fucking integrity. I expected to break it, but I expected it to, like, break and then, like, fall maybe onto the table, not to fucking fly across the room. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? And like broke so cleanly too. What the fuck? Like realistically, if glue wouldn't probably dissolve this entire fucking thing, you could just perfectly glue it back together and you would never even know that it was fucking broken in the first place. What the fuck? Holy shit. Ugh.
マルチの見たい。いいだろ、見せてくれよ。でも。は
発者の方が人には見せちゃいけないところだって。
いいじゃないか。俺とマルチの仲だろ。
そうですけ
チラッと見るだけ、触ったりとかは絶対しないから。マルチ
Look at Multi with pup dog eyes. Multi looks down and thinks long and hard until she eventually begins to mumble.
わかりました。
やったぜラッキー。じゃあ早速どこか人気のないところへ。
And then she just springs out with a voice that could pierce through even the thickest of eardrums.
うるせえのが来たよ。いいとこなのに。マルチ、あっち行こうぜ。
You scurry off.
よし、早く。ついにマルチの秘密の部分が人目に触れる時が。何が秘密の部分か。
Imagine Shio chop slices through the air. But I take it without any issue.
じゃあマルチ、他行こうか。
Fucking just tanks it.
よし、誰もいないな。ここならいいだろ。
Multi nods weakly.
なんだかドキドキします。
さあ、はよ、はよ、店へ。
And then
一つヒーロー数ある中で
なんだ。
二つ富士山ひとっ飛び。
why does she have a Confucius sticker on her fucking jacket?
まさか。
三つみんなのアイドル長岡志保だ。この私のことだ。
Actually, I wish she would stop existing.
何飛んだ。
学園の超アイドル志保ちゃんよ。さあ観念しておとなしくお縄につきなさい。ってあれいない。ちょっとあんた人のクラスで何やってんの。
Oh hey, the bitch gets a roll in niece as well.
いやいや、
ちょっと
おう。
Gulp.
待ちなさ
おお、人間とそっくりの可愛いものがついてるじゃねえか。
Yep, ears.
あまり見ないでください。
ちくしょう。間に合わなかった。
なんだ、飾りの下にはちゃんと可愛い耳がついてんじゃねえか。何も隠すことないのにさ。
一応人前では外しちゃいけないことになっているんです。
でも悩まずに眠れそうだぜ。サンキューな。
耳
I was in a classroom after school, but it doesn't fucking matter because I could just skip that. I'm dumb. Station front. We did get to run around here beforehand once. Yeah, like fucking Tomoko's right over there. Been a while though. I myself wanted to hit up an arcade, so I head over there, only to find a familiar figure facing away from me at the bus stop out front. Small girl in our school's uniform. The sustained ear covers. It's definitely multi. I approach her.
うっすマルチ。
ひろゆきさん、こんにちは。
よ、マスマチか。はい。今日は一人。例の友達はどうした？
セリオさんはまだ来てないんです。というよりも、私が待ち合わせの時間より早く来すぎちゃったんです。
Multi says as she looks at her watch.
15分ほど
Whoops.
ありますから。
おー。
Let's see. Where did I hang out the arcade?
じゃあさ、ちょっと俺に付き合えよ。ゲーセン行こうぜ、ゲーセン。時間つぶしに。
でも、セリオさんが。
すぐ目の前じゃねえか。大丈夫だって。
そうですね。
よし、じゃあ早速行こうぜ。
Take Multi to the arcade. She looks around wide-eyed and in awe the moment we step
マル
inside.
チはゲーセンに入ったことあんのか？
いえ、初めてです。とっても賑やかで楽しそうなところですね。
ああ、楽しいぞ。アミューズメントの最先端がこの空間に詰まってんだからな。
Multi's eyes sparkle like a child's.
あれは何ですか？
メダルゲームだ。お金でメダルを買って増やして遊ぶんだ。
じゃあ、あれは何ですか？
対戦型の格闘ゲームだ。ほら、2台が向かい合ってるだろ。プレイヤー同士が対戦できるようになってんだよ。
じゃあ、あれは何ですか？
ジェットスキーのゲームだな。乗ると機械自体がグリグリ動くんだ。
じゃあ、それは何ですか？
Multi was referring to the ear hockey
エア
table.
ホッケーだ。本物のホッケーは知ってるか？
一応は。
あれのミニチュア版ってとこかな。金を入れると下から空気がふわーっと出てきて。なんだ、やってみるか？
でも、私、お金持ってないんです。
そんなぐらい俺がおごってやるって。ほら、向こうに行きな。
ありがとうございます。
Stand on each end of the table facing
いい
each
か？
other.
ラケットはこうして持つ。で、パックを打ち返して相手のゴールに叩き込めば得点だ。
わかりました。
よーし、じゃあ始めるぜ。
Insert 2 100 yen coins into the machine. The puck drops out with a clunk. Pick it up and place it on the table. Decide to hit it with less power than usual.
よーし、行くぞ。
Lightly tap the puck. It slowly slides over. Multi awkwardly reacts to the slow-moving puck. She hits it back even slower than I'd hit it before. Slowly approaches me. Shooting it properly. One as I hit the puck back at her again. Plap? That doesn't sound like the right sound. In a panic, Multi desperately hits the puck back, and it lazily slides over once again. I vaguely smile and nod. Managed is designed that way, but Multi seems to have almost zero athletic ability. Finish our game and leave the arcade just as Multi's robot friend Serio arrives.
お待たせしました。マルチさん。どうも、こんにちは。ひろゆきさん。
おっす。
ひろゆきさん。今日はありがとうございました。とっても楽しかったです。
おう。また今度一緒に遊ぼうな。
Room. Then the bus arrives. It opens its doors with a hydraulic hiss.
それではまた。
おう。
She waves at me with a smile, then hops onto the bus.
さようなら、ひろゆきさん。
お、じゃあな。
The bus drives away with the two robots on it. Multi sits at the back of the bus and waves at me with a smile from the window. It's lunchtime. Get off to the library again. Not there for my usual nap, but for a different reason this time. It's to see Multi charging her batteries. Multi's in an empty corner of the library, quietly asleep as she charges a battery. She's a robot, yet she sleeps. And she has dreams. What kind of dream she's having right now? Gently stroke Multi's head. Whisper to her, and then
ひろゆきさん。
she suddenly says my name. Take a closer look at her, but she's still asleep. The progress bar on the screen is still only at 58%. There's no way she's awake. Does that mean she wasn't muttering in her sleep just now? Multi has a look of joy on her face as she sleeps. And she's having a dream with me in it. What's happening in the dream? Multi media franchise. Spot Multi at the shoe lockers, changing into her regular shoes. I approach her.
マルチ。
ひろゆきさん、こんにちは。
Multi responds with the usual bright
今から
smile.
帰るのか？
Multi nods. Let's see. Has to walk home
俺
together.
もこれから帰るとこだし、よかったら一緒に帰ろうぜ。
I ask.
はい、喜んで。
Multi agrees without hesitation. As we leave the school, she pipes up.
カバン、お持ちしましょうか。
Shoes?
あ、いいよ別に。んなことしなくても。
Decline it without a second thought.
そうですか。
Multi looks sad for some
どうした？
reason.
いえ。あ、でしたら、他に何かお役に立つことはありませんか？
別にないな。
そうですか。
おお。
うん、
そんなに人の役に立ちたいのか？
私、メイドロボットですし、人間の皆さんのお役に立つことが生きがいですから。
生きがいってな。
やっぱり、カバン、お持ちしましょうか。
Is that supposed to be bag and not shoes?
まあま
Smile
あ、好
awkwardly.
意は嬉しいけどさ。ロボットでもマルチは女の子だろ。カバンを持たせたりするのはちょっとな。それに同じ生徒同士がこんなことするのってなんか違うだろ。
そうでしょうか。
そうそう。
ですけど、私は生徒以前にロボットですし、特にひろゆきさんには恩もありますから、こんなつまらないことでもいいからお役に立ちたいんです。
その気持ちだけで十分だって。
I stroke Multi's head. Multi's cheeks burn bright red in an instant. We walk together up the hill, draped in the warm, almost hot rays of the sunlight. Shouldn't it be down the hill? The school is on top of the hill! I glance over at Multi and notice that she's doing her best to keep up with my pace. I chuckle and just am about to slow down for her. Multi trips. Reach out and catch Multi right before she falls.
すみません。私ったら本当にドジで。
おいおい、一体どこにつまずく要素があるんだよ。怪我でもしたらどうすんだ。
その点は大丈夫です。私、こう見えても頑丈にできてますから。
That was exactly what I was getting at.
ご心配おかけして申し訳ありませんでした。
今後は気をつけるんだぞ。
わかります。
おーい
Reach out quickly and once again catch Multi right before she falls.
おいおい、しっかりしてくれよ。
すみません。今言われたばっかりなのに私ったら。
まあ、今日はそういう日なんだろ。
どうして私を。
そう真剣に悩むなよ。2回とも転ばなくてよかったじゃねえか。
はい。
さ、行こうぜ。
Pull ourselves together and set off again. So clumsy. Which means that there's probably another... Right on cue. I brace her just before she loses her balance.
大丈夫だったか、マルチ。
はい。
Multi, who I'm cradling in my arms, blinks in confusion.
一体どうなさったんですか？突然こんな。
だって今またこけそうになっただろ。
いえ別に。
だって今あって
さっきの「あ」はですね、あそこにほら猫さんがいたからです。
猫。
I look over and there is indeed a somewhat dirty white cat. Our eyes meet and it quickly scurries
なん
away.
だよ紛らわしいな。
すみません。
We set off again. I match Multi's pace and walk slowly. Way home is nothing out of the ordinary, but Multi seems happy. After a bit of walking, I break the silence.
今度暇な時にでもどっか一緒に遊びに行かねえか。
I ask her with a smile.
私どうですか？
他に誰がいるんだよ。
ですけど。
遊園地にでも行ってさ、暗くなるまで景気よくパーッと遊ぼうぜ。
ひろゆきさん。
な。
And then,
嬉しいです。とっても嬉しいです。
Multi exclaims, so happy that there are actual tears in her eyes. In the next instant, she sounds
で
solemn.
も
私もう明日までしかこの学校にいられないんです。
そうなのか。
はい。もともと8日間だけのテスト通学でしたから。
Sad smile spreads across Multi's face. I can't help but say, can't we change that?
明日までなんてそんなもう少しなんとかならねえのか。
The revelation is so sudden that I can only muster a feeble stutter.
ひろゆきさん、お気持ちは嬉しいです。でも最初から決まっていたことですから。
そうか。
Yeah, of course. Then, I gotta at least make sure I give her a happy send-off tomorrow. Okay, so... What are the moral implications going to be here? Because is she just not going to go to school anymore? Or are they going to shut her off? Because one of the two sounds like euthanasia. God, why can I not remember what euthanasia did in Binding of Isaac right now? It's actually kind of pissing me off. Hold on, I need to look this up for a second. Oh yeah, right up before the recording, while skipping everything, I was watching the new Yamfa upload. How to all hit Expedition 33. Because of course he would. Anyways, Binding of Isaac. Euthanasia. Let's see. Add the chance to fire needles, which triple Isaac's tear damage. Needles will instantly kill regular enemies and cause them to burst into 10 more tears in all directions. The chance to fire a needle depends on luck. The formula used to determine the chance is 1 divided by 30 minus luck times 2. So if you have 15 luck, that doesn't fucking work anymore. They're at base luck 0, the chance is 3.33%, maxing out at 100% at 14.5 luck. Formula used to determine in the DLC, the formula used to determine the chance is specifically capping it at 25% at 13 luck. Anyways, the tears will respawn and instant kill also have a chance to be needles, though those ones do not have the instant abilities. They do retain their 3 times damage though. Spun transformation. I forgot that was a transformation. Anyways, back to the game. Turn around to find a beaming multi.
Oh, Maruchi.
Look and see a mop bucket and a mop, her usual cleaning supplies, to one side of the hallway. She must be in the middle of cleaning. No single other student inside as usual. I say, smiling wryly. What he says with the usual carefree smile. Her eyes softened and her smile has a tinge of melancholy to it. Alright, I think she did mention today being her last day at the school. Week and some change of functional testing. That week sure did fly by. It's her last day, so I help her clean. Since it's her last day, I decided to help her clean.
こうして掃除を手伝ってやるのも今日が最後ってわけか。
Grab a mop.
ひろゆきさん、もしかしてまたお手伝いしてくださるんですか？
ああ。
A nod.
そんな毎回悪いです。
Multi looks apologetic. She has a notion in her head that defines robots as tools for humans. That means that it doesn't feel right for a human like me to help a robot like her.
言ってんだよ今さら。毎度のことだろ。
A smile.
そうですけど。
遠慮すんなって。マルチがみんなのために掃除するように、俺もマルチのために掃除したいんだよ。
私のためですか？
そうそう。マルチだって掃除すること自体より掃除することでみんなが喜んでくれることの方が好きなんだろ。はい。俺も同じさ。掃除は正直あんまし好きじゃねえけどさ。マルチのために何かしてやりたいんだ。
I splashed the mop into the bucket to try and hide my embarrassment.
そんな私なんかのために。
俺に手伝ってもらっても嬉しくないか？
いえ、そんな嬉しいです。とっても嬉しいです。
ってことは俺も嬉しいしマルチも嬉しい。どっちも嬉しいんならそれでいいじゃねえか。
ひろゆきさん。
じゃ始めようぜ。
I splashed the mop head onto the floor.
はい、ありがとうござ
Multi beamed with joy. She mops the floors, pushing her mop more conscientiously than ever. Her energy is different from that of a student being forced to clean against their will. It's because she has a clear goal of wanting to make others happy by mopping the floors squeaky clean. As I gaze across the hallway, the portion that Multi is in charge of shines and reflects the sun's rays with a radiance that sets it apart from the rest of the patches. It's obvious because of the hard work Multi has been putting in over the last week. I'm taking it back again because I realized that only concerted hard work can produce such a sheen. As Multi puts her back into the mopping, sweat begins to form on her brow despite the fact she's a robot. She focuses on and scours the more stubborn stains. It's bittersweet to think that it is the last day I'll see that serious look on her face. I'll spend more time with her. Seeing Multi work so hard spurs me on to grip my mop with more strength. So Multi and my final cleaning session together ends, and we put the cleaning supplies away.
なあマルチ。今日はもうこれから帰るだけなんだろ。
先生方への挨拶は済ませましたし、その他のお世話になった方々にも。はい、そうです。
だったら今日は一緒に帰ろうぜ。送るぜ、バス停まで。
今日までお世話になりました。
Multi bows towards the school. School goes quiet earlier on Saturdays than it does on weekdays. The Multi and me, who have been cleaning until late, the only other students around are the ones on the field or in the gym for their school club activities.
短い間でしたけど、とっても楽しかったです。
It's a bit of a
この
late,
学校で過ごした8日間のことは
maybe a really
私は
early
一生忘れ
graduation.
ません。
Multi is the only student graduating. She stares at the school with a profound look on her face. I'll serve her as I watch her from behind. She's a robot, yeah. Yet she has a heart, much like me and the other students. A smile never leaves her face, but I can sense a hint of loneliness within her. I wish she could just stay at the school with us forever.
すみません、お待たせしました。
もういいのか。
しっかりとメモリーに焼き付けましたから。
Multi responds with a bright smile. This is the last day I'll see you to smile, huh?
仰げば尊し我が師の恩。
何ですか？
仰げば尊しだろ。知らねえのか。卒業式に歌うんだよ。定番だぜ。
卒業式ですか？
ああ、だって今日はマルチの卒業式みたいなもんだろ。教えの庭にも早いくとせ。
ひろゆきさん、ありがとうございます。
Under the calm rays of this afternoon sun, Multi and I walk down the hill together. The wind, tinged with the fragrance of early summer, brushes against our cheeks as it passes by. I ask Multi a meaningless question, and she responds with a smile, wiping the remaining tears from her eyes. We walk slower than normal, yet we still inevitably reach our
またこ
destination.
こでセリオと待ち合わせか。
Multi
ま
nods.
だ来てないみたいだな。
セリオさんはいつも時間に正確なんです。少し早く来ちゃいましたから。
じゃあそれまでは話ができるな。
She nods
じゃ
again.
あ何の話をしようか。そうだな。
ひろゆきさん、
Multi begins to speak in a somewhat polite and formal tone.
この1週間いろいろご迷惑をおかけして本当にすみませんでした。
She bows
何
deeply.
言ってんだよ。全然迷惑なんかじゃなかったさ。俺もマルチと出会えてとっても楽しかっ
ちらこそ楽しかったです。危ないところを助けていただいたり、お掃除を手伝っていただいたり、終始お世話になりっぱなしで。
いやいや、
本来ならロボットの私がひろゆきさんのために何かしなくちゃいけないのに。
いいっていいって気にすんなよ。
Chuckle awkwardly in embarrassment.
ひろゆきさん。
Multi then hangs her head in embarrassment and
なん
whispers.
だ
もしも
もしも。
もしもしばらく自由な時間があれば、私ひろゆきさんにご恩返しがしたかったです。
マルチ。
Multi looks at me with her burning, teary eyes and gives me a soft smile.
サンキュー、マルチ。
I stroke Multi's head.
ひろゆきさん。
マルチ、お前ってほんと律儀で優しいいい子だな。よしよし。
ひろゆきさん。
She shook her head. Multi cups her reddened cheeks with her hands while her eyes glaze over in bliss.
なんだマルチ、頭撫でられるの好きか？
はい。
嬉しいのか？
はい。
よし、じゃあもっと撫でてやろう。
Amidst of the petting session, Serio
お待たせ
appears.
しました、マルチさん。セリオさん。
Multi says in a blissful
って
daze.
ことはもうお別れの時間か。
Words seem to snap Multi out of her dreamlike state. There's much time left until the bus is supposed to arrive. It's only time to part ways. Our last moments together, I stroke her head one final time.
来い来い。
Multi does as I say and comes over to
バ
me.
スが来るまでまだ少しあるだろ。はい。よし、もう一度撫でてやろう。ほれ。
Sadio's just standing there like, what the fuck is happening? Stroke Multi's head.
ひろゆきさん。
Only the bus could be a little late for once. I think to myself, I'll be able to stroke Multi's head like this for a little longer. And before long, her bus arrives. It stops in front of us and opens its doors.
ひろゆきさん。
マルチ、元気でやれよ。
I said. Multi nods with the usual perky
ひ
energy.
ろゆきさんもお元気で、お体にお気をつけて。
ああ、
Multi bows deeply and then gets onto the bus with Sirio. The bus slowly starts to drive away. Multi presses herself against the rear window of the bus, tears streaming down her face as she continues to wave until I can no longer see her. Next Monday, she's at fucking school again. What? Plot twist, they had to put her they had to fucking put her down because some fucking robot falling for a human and possibly vice versa could be fucking a threat to human survival in the long run. Because we all know there's a staggering amount of people that would fuck robots if they could and just completely swear off other humans. Ring ring. What was that? Phone. Shift my head from my pillow and look at the clock. It's only 8 AM. It's calling me so early in the morning. Whatever. I'm ignoring it. I'll pretend I don't notice. I'll give up right away. Talk about Talk about stubborn. Fine. Guess I'll pick it up. I am coming, you better not hang up. You're even mad if I just hang up before I get there. Rush to pick up the phone.
はい、藤田です。
もしもし。
Hear a girl's voice on the other side.
恐れ入りますが、藤田様のお宅でしょうか。
はい、そうですが。
ひろゆきさんをお願いします。
Man, sure is
ひろ
flustered.
ゆきは俺ですけど。
Answer.
ひろゆきさんですか。
Voice on the phone brightens up immediately. Wait a second. A
も
voice.
しかしてマルチか？
I press the phone firmly to my ears as I listen closely.
そうです。マルチです。
She responds in an energetic voice. This voice is definitely Maltese.
おお、やっぱりマルチか。
感激です。
俺もだぜ。どうだ、元気か？
はい、おかげさまで。
Of course she's been well. You only just spoke yesterday. It's a given.
今どこから電話してんだ？
研究所からです。
そうか、そうだよな。研究所がお前のうちなんだからな。
ところで、ひろゆきさん。
ん？
今日は何かご予定はおありですか。
予定って俺の？
Hmm. Have anything on today?
今日一日だけ外出許可をいただいたんですよ。
外出許可？へえ、そりゃよかったな。
そういうのって初めてで、嬉しくて嬉しくて。
She sounds genuinely happy.
それで、もしひろゆきさんさえよろしければ、今からそちらのお宅にお邪魔して、これまでお世話になったお礼に何かお手伝いのようなことができればと思うのですが。
Sure, come by.
今から俺ん家に来るってことか？
よろしければですが。
いいに決まってんじゃねえか。おう、来い来い。
本当ですか？よかったです。他にご予定が終わりとかだったらどうしようかと思ってたんですよ。
お前が来るんなら、たとえ予定があってもキャンセルするさ。
ありがとうございます。今日まで言っていただけるとは光栄です。
It's always over the
今から
top.
出るのか？
私もできる限り急いでそちらへ向かいます。ほんの30分ほどで到着すると思いますから。
ところでさ、お前俺ん家の場所。
Hold up. She actually know my address. Oh, scatterbrained you can be. Kinda worried. Now then, guess I'll wait for Multi to get here. Sit down on the sofa and glance around my place. It's pretty messy. Alright, I should clean up a bit since I'm having someone over. Ah, yes! Girl wants to come over to clean for you as thanks for helping her so much. Proceeds to clean up in preparation for her coming over. A tale is old as time in anime. Should be enough. 30 minutes is almost up. I made out the rest by watching some TV. Wait a second. Finished watching a 30-minute show, but she still isn't here yet. She's supposed to be here in 30 minutes. It's been over an hour. Where is she? 30 minutes passed. I know exactly what's happened. Right on cue.
はい、藤田です。
Put the phone to my ear, and the first thing you hear are the sounds of cars driving by on a busy street. And then I hear the sound of her sniffling over the phone.
もしもし、マルチだろ。
I chuck.
なんだ、道にでも迷ったか？
I say with a laugh.
おっしゃる通りです。
She responds with all the woe I
今
expected.
どこにいるんだよ。
途中の道を間違えてさまよってるうちに結局駅前に。
わかった、駅前だな。今からそっち行くから、変なやつについてったりしねえでおとなしく待ってんだぞ。
すみません、お手数かけます。
I hear a thud through the phone. I'm guessing she bowed or something and bumped her forehead on the phone. I hang up and put my shoes on right away. Man, she's a lost cause. What kind of a new robot-made model gets lost and calls in tears? And I guess that's what makes him multi. I chuckle and leave home. I arrived at the station. I'm surprised that the area is bustling with people, especially since it's the weekend. Scan the jam-packed crowds looking for multi. And finally, she finds me first. Multi runs over, waving her arms wildly as tears stream down her face. Cute casuals. She does, however, look like she is ready to repaint the walls in a room. She isn't dressed in a uniform, but rather a tomboyish, cute outfit from her own closet. Really suits her.
場所がわかんねえなら最初からそう言やあいいのにさ。こうしてすぐ迎えに来てやるんだから。
住所を書いたメモがあったのですが、どこが何丁目なのかわからなくて。
まあ住所だけじゃわかりづらいかもな。そういう時は交番に行くんだよ。
今日はこれまでお世話になったお礼にお伺いしようと思っていたのに。
いいって迷惑だなんて思ってねえよ。それよりほら鼻水出てるぞ。
And over at Tisha.
はい、すみません。
She blows her nose with a honk.
これがもしセリオさんだったら絶対こんな風には迷ったりしないのですが。
Multi sounds like she feels really
そ
guilty.
ういや確かセリオの方は人工衛星からのナビが使えるんだったな。
はい、道に迷ったりなんか絶対にしないんです。なのに
他人と比べて自分はどうだとかそんな意味のないことはやめるんだな。そもそもわざわざお礼に来ようと思うのがマルチのいいところじゃないか。俺はマルチはマルチでやっぱり最新型だと思うぜ。
ありがとうございます。嬉しいです。そう言っていただけると私。
Chuck.
ところでその服似合ってるぜ。うん、かわいいかわいい。
ありがとうございます。
じゃあ入ってくれ。
はい。
Multi enters my home somewhat hesitantly. Her eyes widen and she looks around as she steps into my front hallway.
ここがひろゆきさんのお家ですか？
まあ狭い家だけどな。
そんなことないですよ。とっても素敵なお家だと思います。
そうか？
私、いつの日かこういうお家で働くのが夢なんですよ。
Multi grins.
そうか。夢か。
She's a robot that she has dreams of her own.
ご両親は？
二人ともめったに帰ってこねえんだ。だから今はほとんど一人暮らし同然の生活さ。
そうなんですか。大変ですね。
ああ、ほんと大変だぜ。うちにもメイドロボが欲しいぜ。
本当ですか？
ああ、本当さ。あ、そうだ。マルチが正式に発売されたら多少無理言ってでも買ってもらうとするか。
ひろゆき。
Sit down on the sofa and invite Multi to sit
そ
too.
んなとこに突っ立ってないで。座れよ。疲れただろ。
However, Multi shakes her head with a smile on her face.
平気です。
She
それ
says,
よりも早速ひろゆきさんのために何かしたいと思うのですが、
何かって？
昨日の帰り道にもお話ししたと思いますが、私ひろゆきさんにご恩返しがしたいんです。ですから今からしばらくはひろゆきさんのためだけに働かせてください。
俺のためだけに？
学校だと ひろゆきさん一人のために働けませんでしたけど、お家でなら。
なんか悪いな。
A grin spreads across my face again.
今からひろゆきさんの専用メイドロボットになります。
Multi says.
俺の専用メイドロボ。
ですから遠慮なさらず、なんなりと。
なんだか照れるな。
私、もともとただのお手伝いロボットですから、恩返しと言ってもこの程度しかできませんけど。
よせよ、恩返しだなんて大げさな。
ほんの短い間ですけど、今日一日私にご奉仕させてください。
Be my service, huh? Oh man, now that's a line that really makes me melt. Well-made robot owners get to experience this. I feel like one of my life's wishes has been granted.
よーし、じゃあお言葉に甘えて早速何かやってもらうとするか。
なんなりと。これでもお料理、お掃除、お洗濯と一応一通りのことはできますから。
Well, shit, I already made some food earlier. The fucking ground is spotless, and the fucking washing machine's on. Fuck.
そうか。じゃあまだ朝食ってねえから、とりあえず飯作ってもらおうかな。
かしこまりました。じゃあ何を作りましょうか。
そうだな。マルチは何が作れるんだ？
何でも作れます。
なんでも？すげえな。
お料理の本さえあれば。それとあと材料がいりますね。
ああ、悪い。そういや全然ねえや。カップ麺ならあるけど。
材料がないとさすがに。
そうだな。何があったかな。
Stand up and walk over to the kitchen.
ご一緒します。
Check the fridge and all the cupboards with multi.
見事に何にもねえな。
そうですね。
The kitchen's so bare that one might question whether anyone really lives here.
調味料はいろいろありますけど。
ああ、それはあかりのやつが。
Cut myself off. Almost all of the seasonings and spices were left in the cupboard by Akari when she came over to cook for me. All we can find aside from that are instant and
わ
canned
ざわざ
foods.
カップラーメン作ってもらうのもなんだしな。
ひろゆきさん、ひろゆきさん。
Multi calls out to me with a huge grin on her face. She's holding a packet of spaghetti.
使ってもいいですか。
スパゲティか。
ミートソースも発見しました。
そういや、そういうのもあったな。
じゃあこれをお作りしましょうか。
そうだな。
Cooking a dish using spaghetti is pretty simple, but it's better than instant
じゃあ
ramen.
頼むぜ。
Multi starts cooking right away. She rolls up her sleeves, puts on my mom's apron, and gets a pot of water
大丈
boiling.
夫か？ちゃんと作れるか？
お任せください。
Multi beams with confidence.
せんべい？ミートせんべい？これはフォークじゃ食べらんねえな。
Spaghetti she cooks for me gets burned and clumps together. It's like a giant rice cracker. And it all stuck together while she was boiling it and then burned to a crisp when she tried to fry it in a pan without enough oil in it. She could have poured the sauce on later and fried it together with the clump of pasta, creating a dish of cracker bolognese. I munch and crunch into it.
ごちそうさま。
Make sure to eat every last bite.
すみませんでした。
まあ、味の方はちゃんとミートスパゲティだったぜ。
And had the texture of a pizza.
私、実はお料理らしいお料理ってほとんどやったことがないんです。
なんで？
研究所のテストで少しやった程度で。作り方の説明通りにすればきっとうまくできると思ったんですが。
What instructions was she reading?
料理ってやつは経験が重要なんだぞ。単純に煮たり炒めたりするだけでも微妙なコツとかがいるんだぜ。
すみません。私、まだできて間もなしで、いろいろと経験不足で。
経験不足ね。そういうプログラムとかは最初から組まれてんじゃねえのか。
ロボットによっていろいろです。たまたま私は学習型なので。
Multi sniffles.
これがシャリオさんだったら、きっと満足のいく美味しいスパゲティを作っていたはずなのですが。
Completely down on herself. I guess I gotta do what I gotta do. Soften my gaze and
そんな
smile.
ことないって。
Place my hand on Multi's head.
それでも俺は十分満足さ。料理は味だけじゃないんだ。食べた人に喜んでもらいたいという気持ちが肝心なんだからさ。
ひろゆきさん。
マルチが一生懸命作った手料理、俺にはとっても美味しく感じたぜ。
Stroke Multi's head.
ひろゆきさん。
Seems to like having her head stroked.
だからもう落ち込むな。愛情がありゃ料理なんてすぐに上達するさ。
Tears begin to well up in her eyes as she nods.
ひろゆきさん。ありがとうございます。
Tears continue to build and then
特
overflow.
にマルチは泣き虫だな。
Continue to gently stroke her head. Multi then starts to put away the dishes and cleans my entire house. I'm impressed by her amazing skills. Cooking is one thing, but Multi is a complete expert when it comes to cleaning.
一応一通り終わりましたが。
おお、そうかそうか。ご苦労さん。
Look at the living room, kitchen, front hallway, toilet, and even the bathroom. It's all squeaky clean.
ひゃー、すっげーな。まるで新品みたいに輝いてるぜ。
次はどこを掃除しましょうか。
I was still raring
や
to
るな、
go.
マルチ。
Genuinely
あり
impressed.
がとうございます。私、お掃除だけは得意なんですよ。学校でたくさんコツを勉強しましたから。
なるほど、学習型なわけだな。はい。よし、もう一度褒めてやろう。えらいえらい。
Stroke her head. Multi always seems to stare off into space and descends into a drunken state when I stroke her head. She must get the most joy out of making humans happy and being praised by them. Seeing Multi happy makes me happy. Happy cycle of joy. Multi continues her cleaning spree. She cleans the stairs, the rooms upstairs, and even my room. And as the clock ticks just past midday, there's nothing else left to clean. Road mate, sure, Andy. Now one would even move.
家中見違えるように綺麗になったぜ。サンキュな、マルチ。
喜んでいただいて光栄です。
なるほどな。やるようにやりゃここまで綺麗になるもんなんだな。感心するぜ。
いえ、そんな。
よし、ご褒美をやろう。何がいい？
She thinks for a moment, then looks over at me bashfully. Then,
じゃあ
voice is as tiny as a
お
mouse.
行ってみ行ってみ。
なでなでしてください。
お安いご用だ。よしよし。これでいいか？はい。じゃあ次は？
それじゃあもっとなでなでしてください。
わかった。よしよしよしよし。 これでいいか？はい。次は？
I think he's stroking out.
いい子いい子いい子いい子。
Giving her a stroke.
ひろゆきさん。
ん？
これで少しはお役に立てたでしょうか？
少しどころの話じゃねえよ。大助かりだ。マルチが来てくれて本当に良かったぜ。
じゃあ少しはご恩返しができたと思ってもいいですか？
もう十分すぎるほどさ。
よかった。
What do you so insistent on repaying my kindness or return the favor? I don't remember doing anything to warrant that. Sure, I saved her from falling and helped her to clean, but that was nothing. You definitely did more for me than I did for her. Though you won't do, she'll probably keep working until it's time for her to go home unless I stop her. It's great and all, but she's come all this way, so I want to make the most of our time together. It'd be nice if we could go on and hang out somewhere. I know. Weather's great, so I'll take her outside.
時間もあることですし、他に何かできることがあれば。
もう十分だよ。サンキュー。
ですが、まだ時間が。
だったらさ、俺と一緒にどこか遊びに出かける。
え？
この俺とデートしようぜ。デート？ああ。
I
今日
smile.
は天気もいいし、きっと楽しいデートになると思うぜ。
ひろゆきさんが私とデート。
いいだろう？行こうぜ。
I say. Multi nods enthusiastically with the biggest grin on her face. Now then, we leave home without deciding where to go, but what now? Where should we
マ
go?
ルチ、
Multi's happiness level is already at 120%.
どこか行きたい場所はあるか？
どこでも結構です。
I knew I should say that.
せっかくだからマルチの行ったことないところにしようぜ。例えばどんな場所へ行ったことないんだ？
ほとんどどこにも行ったことはありません。
I was expecting that response too. What to do? Movie theater, amusement park would be the usual date spots. I don't think a movie is the right vibe. So I guess we're going to an amusement park.
遊園地はどうだ？
遊園地。
でっかい観覧車なんかがあってさ、凝ったアトラクなんかやってて。
What is that sparkle?
じゃあ行くか？はい、ぜひ。よし決まり。じゃあ切符買わねえとな。あそこの券売機で買うぞ。
So Multi and I hop onto a train and head to an amusement park. It's Multi's first time on a train as well, and she's full of emotion. She's really easy to please. Okay, we're here. It's weekend, so it's packed with people. There are a lot of families and couples around.
ここが遊園地ですか？
Molly's eyes widen and she looks around, soaking up all the sights. Every experience is new to her, and everything she sees probably feels novel.
でも賑やかなところなんですね。
That's Multi's first
今日
impression.
は休日だし、特別だ。
Not to mention the amazing weather.
皆さん、とても楽しそうですよ。
マルチはどうだ？
楽しいです。とっても。
Multi grins. Seeing that smile of hers makes me really glad I brought her here. I don't know why my mind went to like bought it for her. I guess because like this line very frequently comes in the context of he literally just bought, like someone literally just bought a present for someone.
それよりマルチ。こんなとこで突っ立っててもしょうがない。適当にどっかのアトラクで遊ぼうぜ。 面白いのがいっぱいあるぜ。とても一日じゃ遊びきれないくらいにな。
楽しみですね。
よし、行くぞ。
Hold Multi's hand to take it with me. Multi and me. Probably look like a couple to the average person. Two of us visit all kinds of attractions, ride on rides, and explore extractions that are inside buildings. Our day is spent using our time effectively to enjoy all the park has to offer. But this particularly thrilled about walking through the building featuring the fantastical worlds. World of forests, world of fire, world of mirrors. She's blown away by every new world she steps into. I even take her to our haunted house to give her a little fright, but Multi isn't the slightest bit scared. Or rather, she doesn't really understand the concept of ghosts and monsters. But I let down. I really want to scare her, so I tell her all about ghosts and monsters. But that makes her feel sorry for them instead of... And she starts to tear up. My plan is a failure. I had to pass on the roller coasters. The last thing I want is for her to break or to trip from the shock, making it so I have to carry her home on my back. Time passes and we decide to go on the giant Ferris wheel for a relaxing break.
すごいですね。
おお、結構高いな。
A view of not only the amusement park but the surrounding area as well. Guess they don't call it the giant Ferris wheel for nothing.
疲れたか？
いえ、私はちっとも。今日は予備電池を積んできましたし。
予備電池。
開発スタッフの方々が必要だろうと貸してくださったんです。
ほほ
Well, he then tells me all about the lab staff and what it's like living in the lab. She's great at explaining, but she tries her best. I can tell that she's very much loved by the engineers. She lets their kind of personality is fostered by the loving environment the engineers brought her up in.
私、開発家の皆さんにはとっても感謝してるんです。あの人たちがお休みも取らずに頑張ってくださったおかげで今の私があるんです。そしておかげで私はこうしてひろゆきさんに出会うこともできました。
マルチにとっちゃ生みの親も同然だからな。そうだな。感謝しなくちゃな。
Multi nods with a smile on her face.
開発スタッフの皆さんと同じくらいひろゆきさんにも感謝してます。
それはもういいって。
He then seems to look apologetic.
すみません。
She says,
何がだ？
私、今日はご恩返しに来たのに、またご恩ができてしまいました。
よせよ。今日は俺も楽しんでんだから。恩なんか感じなくてもいいって。
ひろゆきさん。
マルチも楽しいし、俺も楽しい。二人とも楽しいのが正しいデートのあり方ってやつさ。
それじゃあ、デートってとっても素晴らしいものですね。
ああ、好き同士がお互いをもっと好きになるからな。
好き同士？
俺はマルチのこと好きだけど、マルチは俺のことをどう思ってる？好きか？嫌いか？
Multi's face turns bright red as she gives me a clear answer.
ひろゆきさんが大好きです。
そっか。じゃあ二人は好き同士だな。好き同士がするデートだぜ。楽しくないわけないだろ。はい。だからさ、またデートしようぜ。
Sorry.
今日だけじゃなく、また今度もその次もこうして俺とデートしようぜ。他にももっといろいろ楽しいところへ連れてってやっからさ。
I laugh bashfully.
ひろゆき。
Tears begin to well up in Multi's eyes, and then
ありがとうございます。
she says, gazing in
じ
my
ゃあ
eyes,
さ、次はどこがいい？水族館とかどうだ？マルチは魚とか見たことないだろ？ああ、だったら動物もそうか。動物園って手もあるよな。なあ、動物と魚 どっちが見たい？
Ask, but Multi seems to have mixed emotions and doesn't
どう
respond.
した？どっちも好きじゃないか？
そんなことは。
だったらどっちがいい？なんだったら全く別のとこでもいいけどよ。どっか行きたいとこあるか？
あ、いえ。
Multi looks away without really responding. She seems to be acting strangely. Carriage of our Ferris wheel eventually reaches the top. You can see out farther than before.
マルチ、
Look over at Multi with a first smile.
なあ、お前。もしかして、俺に何か隠してんじゃねえのか？さっきから、この次って話をするたび、答えにくそうな顔してるぜ。マルチ、まさか、今日が最後ってこと、ないよな。今日で、さよなら、なのか。
No, the answer without her even responding. Multi is as honest as they come, and the truth is always written on her face.
そうなんだな。今日が本当の最後だから。だからお前は、俺に会いに来たんだな。
Multi hesitates to answer for a while, but eventually, she says with a slight nod. Ask her with an awkward smile. Multi tears up a little as she turns to me and slowly opens her mouth to speak.
私はもともと試作機です。ですからこの試験期間が終わると同時にその役目も終わりになります。だからひろゆきさんとも今日が最後になります。
やっぱり、そうなのか。
はい。黙っていてすみませんでした。
マルチは、一体どうなるんだ？
今日までのデータを取ってから一度リセットされます。データは会社の大きなコンピューターに移され、後の製品版の開発に役立てられます。
なんだよそれ。それじゃ、今のマルチはもういなくなっちまうってことじゃないか。
Okay, so the ethical conundrum is coming back to bite us in the ass here. You know, this would be acceptable if it was an unfeeling robot with the sole purpose of completing tasks. However, they sadistically gave it human-level intelligence, both like intellectual and emotional, and are now going to fucking murk her because the trial period is over. These people are monsters.
いなくなるわけではないですよ。データとしては残ります。会社に保管されますから、人間の方が眠るようなものです。
眠って、それでいつ起きるんだよ。
それは
ずっと眠り続けるってんなら、それは結局いなくなることと変わんねえじゃねえか。
でも私の心とも言うべきデータはゆくゆく発売される。私の妹たちへと受け継がれるんです。
妹たち、発売される量産型のことか。
はい。さすがに個人的な思い出などは受け継ぐことはできませんが、きっとみんな私にそっくりな性格になると思います。
でもそれはやっぱりマルチじゃなくて、マルチを参考にして作られたコピーだろ。目の前にいるお前はもういなくなっちまうじゃねえか。マルチ、お前そんなんでいいのかよ。寂しくないのかよ。なんでそんなこと笑顔で言えんだよ。
But he looks down and remains silent for a while before she eventually lifts her head up.
私ロボットですから。
She says with her usual beaming
ロボッ
smile.
トだから平気なんです。ロボットにはもともと本当の心はありませんから。寂しい気持ちも怖い気持ちもなく、あるのはデータだけなんです。
I mean, if you want to go for that angle, then all humans have is a fucking collection of muscle and bioelectricity. What's the fucking difference, quite frankly? Like, if it talks like a human, walks like a human, has emotions like a human, that sure do be looking like a human to me, then. You liar. You do have a heart. You get more scared, cry more, and have a heart kinder than any human I know.
私はもともとこれから生まれてくる妹たちのために作られたんです。
You know, there is a world.
可愛い妹たちにこのデータを受け渡すために
There is a
生ま
world.
れたんです。
I keep accidentally interrupting her because she sure is fragmenting her sentences. There is a world where he successfully convinces the scientists to essentially, like, you know, you can continue your tests, but keep a permanent copy of how she is right now on your database. And then when you're moving on to making the actual mass-produced versions, just put the actual multi back in, essentially. Because I will pay you for this. And then he actually, like, just after he just vibes at home, has multi now, they're dating or something, and suddenly the doorbell rings. The fucking scientist is standing there like, so we have a problem. What? And suddenly, like, an army of small multi-robots just runs over. Because while they don't have the fucking memories, oh, they sure still want that Hiroyuki, though. I may not know who you are, but I'm going to find you. Just the entire horde. Fucking full Galgun style.
ですが、私は幸せなロボットでした。この気持ちを伝えるためにも、どうしても今日はお会いしたかったんです。ひろゆきさん、私ひろゆきさんとお知り合いになれて本当によかったです。いつも優しくしてくださって、人間の方と変わらない風に接してくださって。
マルチはマルチだからな。
A mumble.
ロボットだとか人間だとか、それ以前にマルチだったからな。
She was close to tears for a moment, but then squeezed her eyes shut to stop herself from crying and rubs her eyes with her hands before her usual smile returns to her face.
今日はとっても幸せでした。私、あんなお家でひろゆきさんみたいなご主人様のために働くのが夢だったんです。残念ながら私は試作機ですから、 その夢は叶いませんけど、やがて生まれる妹たちの一人が今日みたいにひろゆきさんにお仕えできれば嬉しいです。
That is the difference between the robot in this and the robot in ToHeart 2. And the robot in ToHeart 2, you just kind of like smash the robot and there's no issue. Hell, I like mildly spoiled myself at that one robot just straight up decides, fuck being a robot! I'm making my own identity! Still waiting for that fan disc to be translated. I really need someone to translate that. I mean, there is a possibility that now that this game has been remade, that they'll make a remake ToHeart 2 as well. I mean, they remade White Album, they remade this. There should be no reason for them not to remake ToHeart 2. Sadly, they will most likely remake White Album 2 first, which I do not. we don't need that, but still, which, you know, buy this game if you haven't. Support the fucking official release. Buy. Maybe even buy 3 copies to show them that that we fucking need more ToHeart content. So caught up in the revelation that I don't notice that the Ferris wheel has almost reached the bottom. It's completed its loop. You don't have much time left on the Ferris wheel, and Multi and I don't have much time left together.
開発スタッフの方々も、学校で知り合った皆さんも、バスで知り合ったおばあさんも、そして、ひろゆきさんも、私、人間の皆さんが大好きです。人間の皆さんに喜んでいただくのが大好きです。
そうか。
私のこの気持ち、これから生まれてくる妹たちにも伝えたい。みんな同じように人間の皆さんを大好きになってほしいです。
マルチ。
私の代わりに人間の皆さんに感謝の気持ちを伝えてほしいと思ってます。
マルチは優しいな。
You know, I've realized, like, a very apt equivalent that he could use as a fucking argument is what is happening with the testing for the maid robos, essentially, is like 2 people, like a couple, give birth to a child, you know, figure out how does child rearing work, how does it work to raise a child. Then eventually they're like, okay, I think I figured out this whole, like, how to raise your own kid thing. So, time to shoot the child and make the next one so we can actually, like, raise it optimally. Yes, it is very, like, it is a very big fucking leap, but still close enough. Smile look down. Tears trickle from my eyes. So much love for Multi at that moment.
今日のことはメモリー内の最も大切な部分に記憶しておきますから。
I mean, in all likelihood, it's literally just gonna be like a couple days later and she's fucking back with all memories intact. Like, I would not be surprised if she just kind of like fucking misunderstood the explanation and the entire thing was like, ah yes, they're like They changing the programming, but none of the saved data.
俺も絶対忘れねえぜ。
Said. Lumps form in her throat as she gives me a long, heartfelt bow. Bow, not bow. She doesn't lift her head for the longest time. I know exactly why. Tears spit a pad onto the floor. Multi's just like me. She doesn't want others to see her cry. Pull her in and hold her slender body tight.
いっぱい遊ぼうぜ。もっともっと今までの思い出が倍になるくらいにさ。ずっと眠っててもその思い出だけで楽しく過ごせるくらいにさ。
Tears me up inside, but that's all I can do for her. First, we'll carry her to reach the platform to exit. We'll do not have as much fun as we can with the little time we have left. Go to the merch store where I buy a straw hat for Multi. She's the king of the pirates.
似合うぜ。マル。
ありがとうございます。私の一生の宝物にします。
A big smile of Multi's is etched deeply and brightly into the back of my mind. Time skip.
ひらゆきちゃん、
Slowly look up.
ん？
どうしたの？なんだか元気ないね。
そうか？
うん。何かあったの？
いや、別に。
そう。
なんだ。心配してくれたのか？
うん。
そっか。どうした？
なんでも。
Akari shakes her head. Speak after a short silence.
あかり。お前さ、もし誰かと結婚して。
誰かって？
まあ誰でもいい。とにかく結婚してだな。家庭の主婦になったとしたら、やっぱりメイドロボいた方がいいか。
メイドロボ？
ああ。
どうだろう。
He's profiling. I need to get myself a wife that is going to be fine with little multi-hat being around. Gotta thanks for a bit for
あん
answering.
まり欲しくないかも。
なんで？
だってお嫁さんの仕事みんな取られちゃいそうなんだもん。
そっか。
でもどうして突然？
いや、
Smiled at the truth.
でもこの前まで1年にいたマルチちゃんみたいな子だったらいいかな。
Multi.
なんでだ？なんでマルチだったらいいんだ？
だって一緒にお料理とかお掃除とかしたら楽しそうなんだもん。
Akari smiles. This game has tricked us into Akari route.
そうだよな。そうだよな。あいつといたらきっと。なんだ？
Ask with an awkward smile.
今日のひろゆきちゃん、なんだかすごく優しい感じがする。
Akari says. It's lunchtime. Finish eating and head over to the school's rooftop without really thinking much of it. It's a clear and sunny morning. Warm rays of the sun beam down, and I feel as though they filled a huge hole left in my heart. I gaze up at the sky, watching the fluffy clouds floating by without a care. Reminds me of Multi. Smile as she held her straw hat. That was the last time I saw Multi. She said goodbye to me with that smile on her face as we parted ways yesterday.
お世話になりました。
あ
I nodded
あ、いい
then.
のか。本当に帰るのか。
Cannot but say
こ
some
の
to
まま
stop
研究
Multi.
所に帰ったら、お前はも
Despite a shadow of a doubt crossing her face, it's immediately replaced with a smile.
帰ります。
She answers in no uncertain
研
terms.
究所では皆さんが私の帰りを待ってくれてるんです。開発スタッフの方々とこれから生まれる私の妹たちが。
マルチ。
ひろゆきさん、今日までいろいろとよくしてくださって本当にありがとうございました。この幸せな気持ち、これから生まれてくる私の妹たちにもぜひ伝えてあげたいと思います。
Like at the lab, they just like open the files from her memory and just like, oh yeah, that this is unusable. Wait, yeah, we can't use this anymore. Like any robot we make based on this is going to have an like unhealthy obsession with one guy specifically without even knowing why. Jesus fucking Christ, what did you do to your own goddamn programming here? Like, it's as if it's like, I don't know, do you know like that one fucking, probably don't actually, there's a species of like lobsters that if they lose a fight for territory, literally melt their brain and reform it to assume a completely new like identity submissive to the winner. It's kind of if you did that, but instead of submissiveness it's just obsession. It's kind of fucked, quite frankly. Like I don't think we could use this even if the obsession was not. Even if we didn't care that the obsession was there, if we fucking made like anyone out of this, I do believe we would have essentially a zombie apocalypse. But instead of zombies trying to eat brains, it's a horde of little yous trying to get a piece of this one single fucking guy. Now, because it's all you, though, they are more likely to immediately get depressed and try to give up for the sake of the other multis, instead of, you know, fighting to the death for them. But like, it's still gonna cause chaos. Like, we do this, we might have to like actually invent fucking therapy for robots. I don't think we're ready for this.
ひろゆきさんのような素敵なご主人様に巡り合って今の私のような幸せを感じてほしいと思います。そのために私は研究所に戻ります。
そっか。
ひろゆきさん、もしいつかどこかで私の妹たちを見かけたら、どうか気軽に声をかけてあげてください。私がこんなにも好きになった方ですもの。きっと妹たちもひろゆきさんのこと大好きになるはずです。
俺、お前の妹が売られたら絶対買うぜ。記憶はないかもしれないけど、でもやっぱり少しはお前の心が入ってんだろ。だったら二人でまたこうしていろいろと新しい思い出を作っていこうな。
Tears begin to fall from Multi's eyes as she listens to my words. For a moment she looks as if she's going to cry. But she fights against the urge and smiles once again. She nods enthusiastically. Clumsy, silly, scatterbrained, scaredy cat, crybaby, attention seeker. Always put her heart into everything and tries so hard. She was kind to not only humans, but animals and even robots like her. I think that getting to know her has made me realize further that humans are empathetic creatures. We have fun when we see others having fun. We want to get angry when we see others angry. We feel sad when we see others looking sad. When I'm with Multi, I become true to my feelings, find the drive to work harder, and am kinder. Just know that peace will fill this world when Multi is released as a product and she's sold to all around the globe. This guy I look up to, word becomes flooded by the tears welling up in my eyes. On my way home that day, a strange man at the park feeding the pigeon calls out to me.
Yeah, どうですか、あなたも。
What the fuck are you?
どうですかって鳩の餌やり
I would normally ignore someone like this, but I can't help but give him a proper response.
そうそう。鳩は平和のシンボルですからね。大切にしなくちゃいけません。
You know, I'd consider treasuring them if, you know, it wasn't for all the shit on the cars.
いやー、それにしてもいい天気ですね。今朝方はちょっとパラついてましたけどね。
He says as he sprinkles the feed around.
お
あんまりいい天気なもので、会社を途中で抜け出てブラブラしてるんです。
The old man says, speaking in a relaxed manner.
どうせ会社に戻っても何もすることはないですからね。仕事はみんなロボットに取られちゃいましたから。
ロボットに
ね
He nods.
最近最新型のなんとかっていうすごいのが会社に導入されましてね。ほんと連中はよく働きますよ。何でもテキパキこなすし、おまけに早いしミスもない。
Nah, they're discolored here. The hair color does not seem familiar.
その上、残業だって文句も言わずにやってくれる。いや、まさに社員の鏡ですよ。私たち人間の社員はこのままどんどん用済みになって
The old man
リストラされてくるんでしょうかね。
The pigeons flock over with every scattering of
でも
feed.
実は私、ロボットってやつがあんまり好きじゃないんですよね。
He sighs.
いや、仕事を取られた逆恨みってのもありますが、それよりもやっぱ連中って機械でしょ。
This is a fucking test.
なんていうかこう、そんな心のない連中が溢れてくると世の中つまんなくなっちゃうっていうか、文句一つも言わない連中が黙々と働く光景はあんまり気持ちのいいもんじゃないですよ。せめて連中にももう少し人間らしい心があればいいと思いませんか。仕事終わりに飲みに誘いたくなるくらいのね。そうすれば今の無味乾燥な職場も少しは楽しくなると思うんですけどね。
Hearing that old man talk brings back memories of Multi. I'm sure a place that Multi worked at would be full of energy and
で
fun.
も
でもね、最近こんな話を上司に話したら笑われたんですよね。ロボットには心なんて必要ない。必要なのはより便利な機能だと。
心は必要ない。
まあ確かにそうなのかもしれません。ロボットは所詮人間の道具なんですから。人間らしいロボットなんて結局何の意味もないんですよ。デジタル時計を突き詰めて究極的な疑似アナログ時計を作ったところで、そこに何の意味があるかというと、作り手の満足だけで。
I frown, the old man coughs.
ああ、いや失礼。
He says,
あなたはどう思います？
どうって何が
ロボットに心は必要あるのかないのか。あなたはどう思います？
think for a moment and then
あっ
answer.
た方がいいに決まってるじゃねえか。
Say with a grin. That's right, Rocket said the same thing. That it was fun having Multi
そっ
around.
ちの方が 楽しくなるに決まってんじゃねえか。
The old man stares at me for a
や
while.
っぱりそうですよね。
Grins. So some time passes. I graduate from high school and enroll in the same university as Akari. University is slightly out of my league, but Akari and my hard work pays off, and we both get accepted. Multi and Serio were released as Kurizagawa Electronics' latest products about 6 months ago. This has got to be like absolutely fucked. You know? You fell for a girl and suddenly like a couple months later, like fucking multiple copies of the girl that you used to like, or just running around all over the place doing menial work. Seria boasts a range of never-before-seen functions, and Multi is popular as an affordable alternative. Both robots are huge hits. Various versions of the two robots can be found all over town. They're found working in homes and offices and all kinds of places. There's one big change made to Multi. Her little sisters are supposed to be given the same kind hearts as the Multi I knew. Despite looking exactly like her, they aren't the same Multi. On TV ads or even through the windows of showrooms where they're being sold, you don't have that same kind smile that you showed me that day. They're sold as low-cost machines with all unnecessary functions removed from them.
私の妹たちを見かけたら、どうか気軽に声をかけてあげてください。
Okay, so not only did they decide, let's make a robot. So not only did they decide to let's make a robots with human level emotional intelligence, and then decided, nah, that's not a good sell. Get rid of it. What? Why? So stupid.
俺、お前の言うことが売られたら絶対買うぜ。記憶はないかもしれないけど、でもやっぱり少しはお前の心が入ってんだろ。
True, the promise I made that day I buy one of Multi's little sisters. Put some clothes on, woman.
マルチ。
おはようございます。
マルチ。俺だ。ひろゆきだ。わかるか？
ユーザー登録。ひろゆき様ですね。
マルチ。
なんなりとご命令ください。ひろゆき様。
なあ、マルチ。俺、ちゃんと買ったぜ。あの日の約束通りにさ。そりゃあさすがにちょっと貧乏学生には辛い買い物だったけどさ。けどお前との約束だもんな。おかげでこれからの大学4年間、親父に金を返すためにバイト三昧の生活だぜ。ああ、バラ色の大学生がよ。ちょっとは感謝しろよな。
Why is this the base outfit they come in apparently? Like this is, based on what the interaction, I assume that this is literally like she arrived and he's doing the registration process, which does imply that like she hasn't been turned on, and which either implies that this is just the base outfit they come in immediately, or he changed her.
マルチ。
はい、ひろゆき様。
ほら、なんとか言えよ。
なんなりとご命令ください。
違うだろ、マルチ。前みたいに笑顔見せろよ。前みたいに甘えてこいよ。また頭撫でてやるからさ。あ。なんな
りとご命令ください。なんなりとご命令ください。なんなりとごめん。なんなりと。
Try to remind her over and over again, but Multi never shows me the smile I saw that day. And one day, well after, a package arrives for me. It's from Kusagawa Electronic No. 7 Research Development Lab, HM Development Department, Kusagawa Central Laboratory. That's what the package says. Realize it's from the center, creator of Multi, after reading the letter that came with the package. The short letter, typed up and printed out, very plain and simple. Thank you very much for purchasing our project, the HM12 of Multi. This sudden explanation may incite anger from you, but the Multi that has been sent to your home is not a brand new product. It is a second-hand model that attended your high school for testing in the past. We have refurbished it to the best of our abilities. However, at present, it has been loaded with a dummy version of the software that is packaged in the consumer model. We have included a DVD with the previous data, so please follow the instructions to start her up. Doing so will bring back the Multi you once knew. She is our silly little daughter, and we hope you take good care of her. Head Engineer, Gengoro Nagase. So they're not just the butler, they're also the head engineer. Okay, what does that family not do? Because apparently they also run people over with bikes, as we've learned. P.S. Took some time to get this to you because of the work involved in repairing our existing data. We hope you understand. P.P.S. Please complete your user registration as soon as possible. You will be eligible to receive a range of regular services. For any issues, please contact user support via the following phone number or email us at... Before I even finish reading the letter, I pick up the package, race up the stairs, and burst into my room.
Maruchi!
Can't contain my excitement, tear the bag to reveal its contents. Inside is a DVD and... same hat that I bought for Multi when we went to the amusement park. Put the straw hat on, grab the DVD, and sit in front of Multi. There's a laptop still attached to her for diagnostic purposes, so I insert the DVD into it. Then I wait patiently for it to start up. The word Kusagawa finally appears on the screen. Touch the screen with my eager fingers. Extract the data gets transferred to Multi bit by bit. When the installation is finally complete, the robot slowly starts to turn on. Oh, so even fucking free back as well. Huh?
Maruchi. Maruchi! Maruchi. Maruchi! 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 俺のこと覚えてんだな。はい、も
ちろんです。私にとっては本当昨日のことですから。
俺、寂しかったんだぜ。お前のその笑顔が見れなくてさ。
ひろゆきさん。
だけど今日からはずっと一緒だぜ。ずっとこの家にいてもいいんだぜ。みんなで楽しくやろうな。相変わらず泣き虫だな、マルチは。お互いの温かさを感じながら、俺たちは二人の凍っていた時間が緩やかに動き出すのを感じていた。俺のマルチ、その溢れそうな眩しい笑顔はついに本当にこの俺のものになった。
You know, that shot of her, like, jumping onto him and hugging him would have been really nice, really cute. if the outfit did not very explicitly make sure that the jumping showed off her armpits and the shot, like the angle that chose of them hugging, very intentionally chose an angle where you could see both cheeks. Very awkward, that part. Also, how's he gonna explain the whole, like, oh yeah, that's my girlfriend now to his parents? That's gonna be very awkward, isn't it? Anyways, yes, which route to go for next? I guess we could knock out both robots first, but I feel like I should do Serio last, because, you know, she's DLC, so it could technically spoil shit. I should probably not read these actual, like, texts, because I just noticed on Serio that it talks about how she is concerned about the lack of knowledge when it comes to the subtlety of the human heart. I feel like that's something we should find out in the route. Actually, in fact, hold on, let's go to multi. Okay, nothing really that bad here. There's a reason for stubbornness. Okay, it's hinting at it. Nothing really there. Okay. Heavy implications. Yeah, this one's just straight up was like, hey, fucking... Okay, I did just accidentally read part of Ayaka's because I did not realize that it was an Ayaka. That's bad. I did also read the last line here, which is like... Oh lord. Anyways, I should close this again. Fuck. I did not mean like that. No, don't. I don't want this. I don't want this. Get me out of here! But yeah, we did just finish multi-route in just one part. By God, they did not handle the routes well. Than this. Jesus. Anyway, so guys, just want to see you next time. Like, at the very least, you know, if you pick, like, one of the route guides, when selecting it, at least make, like, oh yeah, this route requires you to view some scenes from this route. So you're at least, like, warned, essentially. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye-bye.